Hi guys, Ann here, and today we have another car vlog. Today is Thursday morning, and I have some ripping and running to do. Lexi's tire, she just got off of work. It's 10:30, but she just got off of work at 7 this morning. But she's still having issues with this back tire, and it's already been replaced once, and it's raining out, so I'm tired. I'm taking her car, and we have to go to the Wawa, which is a gas station. First of all, she has less than a quarter tank, so I have to put gas in here. And I got to put air in this tire. It only has 20, it's only at 20, the pressure. So, what is it supposed to be, like 36? I don't know. So, I need to take care of that. And I want to use her car while I have to do some errands. Because if it keeps doing that, I'm going to have to take it back to the tire place and see what's going on. And I'd rather do that, plus, you know, because they'll walk all over Lexi, you know, she don't know any better, plus she needs to sleep, because she, like I said, she worked last night. So I'm not doing a whole lot of running around. Like, I'm going to my usual, the pet store, Walmart, ShopRite, and I'm going to go to the dollar store, but I'm only getting a little bit of stuff because I have to be back between 12 and 1 because my friend Vernon is coming over, the guy I told you I went to high school with. I told him I'd help him out with some paperwork and different things, and then he's going to cut the boy's hair, because I told you he owned a barbershop and stuff, so he's been cutting hair since he was in high school. And I'm older than him, only by 4 months. My birthday's April 6th, his is in June, right? April, May, June, no, 2 months. So I always tell him, like I joke with him, like, respect your elders, you know. I didn't go to bed till after 3 o'clock this morning. And then I'm up. I set my alarm for 8:07. I know. I hardly slept. So I have no face makeup on. I do have lipstick, and I have a tiny bit of mascara on the top, and that's it. I don't even think I have eyebrow pencil on. I don't remember if I put it on or not. All right, let me get the gas first, because she's very low, and then we'll go to the air pump, just in case that don't work. Because a lot of times they don't work. I have enough gas to get to the other one. Hello. Can I get 20 of Red Bull, please? Okay. Thank you. Just in case you don't know, New Jersey now is the only state in the U.S. that we do not pump our own gas. We are not allowed. We'll actually get a fine if we do. So there's no self-service. Because I think there used to be another state, was it Ohio or somewhere? I can't remember. But now you have to pump your own gas. So I think New Jersey is the only state left. Yes, please. Do you know if that air pump works? Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Funny story. How much gas? I gave her a little over half a tank. Funny story. So I had to drive to, like, the DC area. And, you know, like I said, Jersey, you don't have to pump your own gas. And let me just tell you, the other state, I had to pump my gas, and I forgot. I'm just sitting in the car waiting and waiting and waiting. People are looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, oh shit. Thank God there was a guy around, and I was like, how do you pump your gas? He's like, are you from Jersey? He's seen the Jersey tags. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you gonna do when you don't have to pump your own gas? I'm like, well, I don't know. All right, let me take care of this and I'll be right back. I am soaked. It started raining. I think I know what's wrong with her tires. I don't know if this makes a difference, but she doesn't have that thing where you know, put the cap back on. Does that make a difference? I mean, that should not make a difference. But I keep forgetting Lexi has a thing of hand sanitizer in here. We're going to see, we're going to drive it. This is a brand new air thing I'm looking. And what I don't like, I don't know what you could see, I'll figure out in editing. After a certain amount of, I don't know if it's a certain amount of air they put in the tire or the length. Like if you get a minute or 2 minutes of free air, you know what I mean? Because I got the back two, and then I was working on the front, and I'm like, gosh, this is taking a while. Meanwhile, it's pouring, and I noticed there was no air coming out, so I had to go back and push the button again. Where the older ones, you know, you just set it and then the air comes out, you know. It's in my pocket. So hopefully that is working. But you guys know for a while, I don't know. We'll see. It's still saying 20. Maybe I need to drive it, let's just say. Because I checked it twice. You know, we'll just drive it. Sometimes you got to drive it for it to set. So, you know what? I need to go to this damn Big Mac truck. How dare you get gas? The trucks are coming. I picked the wrong time. See the big truck here. Oh my God, can I get around it? Oh Lord. It's a squeeze tight. That's what he said. Okay. I hate shopping when it's pouring raining like this. I hate it. I'd rather be home. But I'm out, so I'm getting it done. I was going to go to the hair store, but it's raining, and that I don't have my umbrella. I don't have a hoodie on, and I don't know if I want to, because you have to park in a parking lot and then walk. I don't know if I want to do that. So, I mean, I don't need any ponytails, but I was just going to be nosy. Which I really need to go to, I keep telling you guys, the one in the next town over. Because they're the ones that are nicer. Because this one has ponytails and stuff, but it's the same ones, you know. So, I don't know. Okay, so let me go ahead. I need to go to the post office really quick just to check it, because I haven't checked it for a while. And then I'll go to the dollar store first, and then Walmart, and then the pet store, and then ShopRite. The only thing I'm getting at ShopRite is like some cold cuts, bread, some like bagels, fruit, and stuff for my salad. It's like I don't need a lot, just milk, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And at Walmart, I just need stuff like ibuprofen, just like little things I just need to get. I'm not going there shopping like I normally do. But I just want to get that done, and then I don't have to worry about it, because I still got to do the backyard, finish that. I got to do some other stuff. But this is what happens. It rains a lot in Jersey. You know what I mean? But I'm glad it's raining, because it makes the dirt and everything, and to get those rest of those roots up, like, softer. So I'm glad that that's happening. Oh my goodness. Look. Look, they're coming in. This is the first time I noticed it. Look at the sky. Oh, it's so pretty. You can see it's getting, spring is here. How beautiful was that? In the East Coast, like especially Jersey, even like when we were growing up, we used to sing the song, April showers brings May flowers, because especially in the month of April, it rains a lot. Oh wow, yeah, look at uptown and stuff. Look at the trees. I don't know what you can see because of it's raining. It's just so beautiful. The leaves are coming back. So this is what uptown looks like, or downtown, I don't know what you would say. Do you know what I just realized? I never went and got my license renewed. Because it's due this month in April. Dang it. And I need to go down there. They won't let me do it online, because they let me do it 4 years ago because of COVID. So it's been 8 years since I had my picture taken. And they're like, nope, not this time. You got to come down, so I have to make an appointment. All right, let me go ahead. I usually have the phone on while I'm walking, but it's raining, so I'm not going to do that. So I will meet you back. I just hit myself. I'll meet you back in the car. Okay, I'm back. Do you want to hear something that's funny? So, I had just put up my Chic Beauty box, right? Because I think that was like January, February's box, I want to say. And anyway, it was in my post office. Could have been there for a while, because I only check my post office once, maybe twice a month, right? And anyway, then I did some traveling and stuff, so I got to it late, and it was a terrible box. Oh my gosh, it was really, really bad. And I just go, and one of the packages I got was another Chic Beauty box. So I'll probably film that tomorrow to see, is it any better than the other one, because that was bad. Let me get me some water real quick. I was telling Vern, I was like, we need to one day sit down and do a proper vlog. There were a couple times me and him like did car vlogs, and this was like a couple years ago. But I was like, we need to sit down and do like either a Q&A, you know, or a live stream. Now I cannot do a live stream because he curses a lot and he's not used to YouTube, so. And I can't edit stuff out in case he says something I don't want people to know, you know. But like maybe do a Q&A, or, you know, we just do some story time since he's known me from high school since I was 14. We were 14. And, you know, it doesn't always have to be like bad stuff, like getting in trouble and fighting and all of that. Nothing like that, but just like story times. And that way you can hear from somebody else, like, you know, just different stuff how I was. Because my friend Vern, so he's Jamaican. And he's one, he likes to carry knives, machetes, knives, all of that stuff, you know, right? But one thing about Vern, even in school, he was like the football player and all that, but he was very quiet and he never got in trouble, okay? He's one of those goody-goody two-shoes, okay? Never got in trouble. But Vern was the type, don't mess with them, because he was those quiet ones, and those quiet ones are the ones you got to watch out for. Do you know what I mean? Because he will slice you in a heartbeat. Because he always says, I go for the calves. You know, when you're fighting and stuff, because you slice that calf, you're down. You know what I mean? And he's just crazy. But he don't mess with nobody. You know that saying when you're taught, like, don't go looking for trouble, let it find you. And then if it finds them, watch out. And so, like, he's gotten in trouble a little bit, but nothing like me, nothing. And so it's just, you know, I used to laugh because he would wear, this is when MC Hammer and all that, so he would have the MC Hammer pants on and then have some cowboy boots on. And I would crack on him in school, you know, and he's the type, which I love about Vern. You can crack on him, and if it's funny, he'll laugh right back, and he'll get right back on you too. And listen, don't start roasting him if you don't want to be roasted, because he'll make you cry. But you know, it's funny. All right, I don't want this vlog being too long because I want to try to get it edited and up for you tonight. So I will meet you at, where am I going first? The dollar store or Walmart? I'll meet you at the dollar store. I'll be back. Wanna love me forever? Hit and run. Bigger things. Okay, so I'm in the dollar store, and they have a lot of Easter stuff, of course, because Easter is what? April 20th, I think? So, I don't even know what I'm looking for. I just wanted to come in here because I have not been in this store in like at least a year, maybe 2 years. So, let me just show you. Well, you can see a little bit, but I don't really do Easter, like Easter bunny stuff because, you know, my kids are adults. All right, let me just look around and I'll be back if there's anything interesting. Do you guys remember these games that we call Light Bright when I was a kid? And then all of these games, oh, I miss them. I love a good chess. And Uno. So I found quite a lot of stuff so far. I even found these for $1.25. So I got 8 of them. I probably need more, but 4 on each side, like going up my sidewalk. But again, I probably need more, but I just want to see how it looks. Okay, I gotta stop because I'm like, oh, look at this. The dollar store has, I mean, they had like little bags of grass seed I almost got, but it was like $5. And I'm like, the time I get like 4 and 5, I might as well get a big bag, right? But see, now I'm just getting stuff I don't need. I'm like, but it has changed a lot. It's got some nicer stuff in here and expensive too. You know, I'm like, when did the dollar store start having $5 stuff? That's when you can tell I haven't been in here in a while. All right, I'll be back. All right, I just got back. It's 11:34. I spent some time in there. I spent over $75 in there. I know. I had to get out of there because I would have ended up spending more money. That's the truth. Like, they were... This is a small Dollar Tree, so it's in a plaza, right? So they don't have, like, if I look at some, like, Dollar Tree hauls or, like, these DIY stuff, I don't have the stuff that they have here. You know what I mean? It's not, because, like I said, maybe if I go to a bigger one, However, the stuff that they did have, like I found seeds for my flowers, you know, that's cheaper here. I'm going to do a haul on my beauty channel so you'll see everything. But, I mean, everything, like the cheapest thing is $1.25, and I was just putting stuff in my cart, and I had to look like, oh wait, that's $3. Oh, you know what I mean? Because back in the day, you know, everything was $1, or let's just say $1.25 or something like that, right? So, you know, but now everything's different. It's kind of like when I went to Five Below, and I was like, wow, they had stuff for $7, $10, and that's what it used to be called, Five and Below, because everything was $5 and below. It's like, so then why keep the name? It's Five Below when, you know, there's stuff that's like $10. I don't know, but anyway, so I just had to be careful. But, and I didn't really get any food stuff because I want to come back and get some stuff, but not like food, like meat and different things they had there, which I'm not knocking anybody that gets it there. I'm just saying like snacks and stuff they had. But I did pick up pudding, 2 packets of pudding. They have Snickers pudding. I gotta calm down. And they had cheesecake pudding. And then they had like seasonings that I needed that were like $1.25, so much cheaper than the store. I'm like, wow, you know. But you'll see, I'll do a haul. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to my beauty channel, Just Ann. I always link it in the description box, but I'll pin a comment and I'll do a like an unboxing or a haul, Dollar Tree haul tomorrow. I'm not in the clearance aisle yet, but almost. But let me just show you something that if I had room for, I would definitely buy. It's like a blow-up hot tub. I don't know how much it is. Let me show you. Like, look at this. Wouldn't this be nice for, like, I don't know, you and your partner or whatever, or if my kids were little? Oh my God, they would love this. If it's 2 to 4 people, there's no, like, price tag, so I don't know how much it is. And then who remembers these little tiny pools? It's, 400. And then they have like $88 ones. These are the ones I used to get when my kids were little, and I used to put it in the front yard of my mom's house for the kids. Because, you know, I don't know why I just didn't get one for like the backyard at my mom's house, but I think they were like more expensive. Oh, here's a nicer one. Look, this is 12 foot. Well, that one was 15 foot, but it's probably cheaper. That one over here. Oh, I miss this stuff. I used to always get this stuff. You know, it was hard because I lived in the projects when I was raising my kids. So you weren't allowed to have a pool. Even like a little one of those little tiny pools, you weren't allowed to have it. I guess kids are playing outside. If somebody gets in and they drown, you know. I don't know. But, all right, let's go to the clearance aisle. And we're here. I don't know why I'm whispering. There's literally nobody here. They still have those stupid gingerbread houses. Remember the last time I was here last month? Look. They need to really... And these. I mean, nobody's going to pay $17 for them. And there's water filtration. It's only $22.50. See, something like that I would get, but I already have a water filter. A lot of times, though, in the clearance aisle, it's actually cheaper than what the price says. So you have to scan it, and you'd be surprised. What is this? This is like a little, one of those sound machines. Oh, I'm all close, sorry. It's one of these sound machines. Oh, it's a baby thing. Oh, it's a breast pump. I thought it was one of those sound machines. Look, I thought it was a sound machine. Oh my God, that's too funny, and I see nightlight. It's a damn breast pump. No, I definitely don't need that. Oh, this is nice. See, I need to stock up on stuff like this for, like, when winter comes. Look, this is on clearance for only $30. Look, I mean, the regular $100. Oh, all right, I don't need any of this stuff, and I'm acting like I don't have nothing to do. All right, let me. I have no business being in here. Let me go ahead and get my stuff, and then I'll be back. Okay, I think I'm done, and I actually got everything that I needed. Like, there's nothing extra that I got. I am actually shocked. So let me show you what I got. Is it? I mean, do I need this? No, but I like the Dolly Parton. She has banana. This is so good. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna try the chocolate. But everything else, this is just bags down here. I remembered my bags. Everything else is like nothing that I didn't need. And then when I gotta go to the pet store and get dog food and hello, and get like dog food, and then they have to get their vitamins, and then I need to go to ShopRite, but I don't even think I'll spend $100 at ShopRite. So that lady was staring at me the whole time, and as she was walking, sometimes I think I must be talking to myself. But I'm going to make for dinner tonight taco salad. Doesn't that sound good? I love any type of salad, but I had to get the chips and all that type of stuff. But all right, I will meet you in the car. Okay, so I just got out of there, and the weather's starting to get nice, but it's like getting humid. You know when it rains and stuff? Because I think it's going to go up to like 79, 80. So like the sky's still dark and it has a little wind, but it's like humid. I spent over $200. When I get in the car, I look at the receipt, but look, I remembered bags. All right, let me get everything in the car and then I'll be back. Hand sanitizer. It's so funny. My nose is starting to run a little bit, and I was just sitting there bragging to one of my friends. I was like, I don't ever get sick. Like, once in a great while, but I don't really suffer from allergies too much. But I'll tell you what, as I'm aging and getting older, I am. And stupid me had the windows open last night again. I woke up with a headache and my allergies, because you know the pollen and everything is out. All right, I'm going to use some Bed and Bath shea butter. This is the gram one. Just lotion, since I put so much hand sanitizer on all the time. Do that. All right, so yeah, pet store. You see how I always talk to myself? And now I'm just putting some sweet pea on. I love this. Reminds me of my mommy. All right, let me see. I forget. I know I spent like 200 and something. How much did I spend? $235.99. So $236. I'm like, I'm only going to get a few things, which I did. I literally only got a few things, but everything I needed was expensive, like laundry detergent, you know, the coffee, like, you know, that type of stuff. I need ibuprofen, you know, that's expensive. And I know every time I say that, because of my kidneys, I'm not supposed to take it. I do take some ibuprofen, but Tyler and Isaiah use it. I use the aspirin. Because you can take aspirin. Oh, I thought the tire thing went off again, but it hasn't. I forgot, when you have stuff on the front seat, it makes it seem like you don't have a seatbelt on, which will turn off in a second, because I hate that noise. It's 12:30. I told Vernon, I was like, I'll meet you at the house when I get there. He was like, I'll wait on your porch. And I'm like, just go in the house. He's like, hell no. If Nala's not in the cage. I'm like, Nala knows who you are. Yeah, he's like, I ain't chancing it. But he's the type who'll wait there. I mean, I've already waited at his house for like an hour, you know, so. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm in PetSmart, and I had to get Lexi's ferret. Oh, it's the cutest ferret. It is potty trained or litter trained, however you call it. I mean, and Lexi treats it like her kid. She's like, that's my son. His name is Bandit. Scared to death of it. But every time I go somewhere, I'm like, oh, I got to get him a new toy. But he needs the stuff you put in the cage, you know. And then she has her lizard. That thing is still alive, and it's been like 5 years. I mean, she treats it like, you know, and that is Gucci. So I'm like, please don't tell me any crickets or anything. She's like, no. So let me go ahead and get that, and then look at the toys. I always go to the cat toy aisle and get the toys, because ferrets like the noise soft thingies, but you have bunnies and stuff. You're like, ow. When Lexi was growing up, Lexi always wanted snakes and stuff. That's what she wanted. Just ran into the damn thing. All right. Oh, buy one, get one 50% off. All right, let me go ahead and, because, you know, I can't do two things at once. I'll be right back. Here's the kitty cats. He's a year old. Its name is Izzy. Oh, hi. Baba. You're so cute. There's one in there. Oh my gosh, see? Isaiah wants a cat so bad he keeps asking me. Oh, look at the two. Oh. See, Isaiah wants a black cat. Oh, look at the, oh my God. These 2 months. Muppet and Fozzie. Oh, look at the gray one. Oh. I wish I was recording what happened. Anyway, I spent over $200. Okay. Now, I got the dogs their vitamins. So I always get Nala, these ones. These are the 11-in-1. And you see it says Senior Advance. And then it's called Zesty Paw. That's the brand. But I always get that. Then for the other two dogs, they have an 8-in-1. They didn't have that one in stock, but I seen this. This is by Pet Honesty, and this is 10-in-1. And this is actually cheaper. This is only $29.99. The other one is $32 or $33. Nala's is $42. So I'm gonna get this, see how it works. And then I got the puppy because she still likes playing with toys, or doesn't really play with toys. She's more of a bone person, and Nala too, because Nala's getting older, you know. So I just got this, and then I got the dog food. I got her ferret 2 of these because it was buy one get the other one 50% off. And then I got these, they're long wrap tracheas, and there's 3 of them. This was actually not too bad. There was like, I think it was like $16.99, but I couldn't decide. So this is the funny thing. I couldn't decide. I thought it was buy one get the other one 25% off. So I got another one. But when I get to the register, she said, no, you have to buy 2 to get the other one. I'm like, no, I just want 1. And I'm like, oh, I don't know which one to get. So there's people behind me, and I'm like, which one? She goes, I don't know. She goes, you know, people buy both of them. So I said, okay, this is how we'll settle it. And I go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I picked that one. And I looked behind me, and there was this guy who was looking at me, right? And I was like, that's what we did as kids. He was like, yeah. And it was so funny, but they were laughing. I was like, oh my goodness. All right, let me put this in the car, and then we'll go to ShopRite. I just called Vern, and he's like, he's not even home yet at his house. So I'm like, oh, good. That's good. So anyway, that makes me happy. He was like, don't rush. It'll be about another hour. I'm like, good. Great minds think alike. All right, you should see this car. Lexi always has a trunk filled of stuff. So I have to remember that. So like when I get stuff, you know, I have to, I mean, you should see the front seat and everything else. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to drive and ask because the car thing will go off because of the front seat, the seatbelt thingy, the sensor. Now, my birthday is Sunday. I told you guys I'm going to be 49. And Ryan asked me, he was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? Because this is my first birthday, you know, that, you know, we're together, I guess you would say. And I was like, I really don't know. Because, you know, I was so used to, you know, for 13 years with my ex-husband, he didn't really celebrate my birthday. So it was just another day. I mean, of course he said happy birthday, and he might have got me a card. But I can count on my, like, literally one hand how many times he got me a cake or anything like that. And if we ever went out to eat or something like that, I would be the one to say, come on, let's go out to eat. And I would pay for it just so that I can go out. Or, it was so stupid, so dumb. Or to let my kids think that, you know, he was taking me out for my birthday, so they didn't feel guilty, you know, and of not doing anything, because they always didn't want to step on my ex-husband's toes, and they didn't get me a cake because they thought he would. So I played it off like, oh no, I don't want a cake. I don't know, it's so dumb, the stuff that you do. So it's just another day to me, you know, if that makes sense. So it doesn't bother me like if I don't celebrate it or whatever, you know, does that make sense? But he was like, no, we're going to do something. And so he was like, well, how about we get, we'll go down to Atlantic City because, you know, with the casinos and stuff. And he was like, you know, we could walk the boardwalk and all of that. Now, stores and stuff don't really open until next month, right? But, you know, it's hardly anybody there unless you live there, and it's nice, and you can still walk on the beach, you know, and it's just nice. He was like, we'll do stuff like that, and he was like, you can vlog. I told you, he always throws that in there so that I would do it, right? And I said, well, let me see the weather because I think it's supposed to rain. I said, so we don't go this weekend, we'll go next weekend. And so anyway, he says to me last night, he was like, you got to let me know. He was like, because the weekend's coming up. The thing that I'm scared of, I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous because I never spent the night with him before. Like, well, in that way too, but never like, so I'm like, it makes me nervous. And it's like, I got to be prepared mentally, physically, you know, everything. And I'm just nervous and, you know, I don't know. And so it's like, should I do 1 day or 2 days? And it's like, well, 1 day might be a waste because there's so much to do. Because one night we'll be at the casino. I just play the slots. You can give me $100 and I'll be there all day playing the slots. I'll go do the penny slots or the nickel because I'm there more just to have fun, you know. And, you know, and then I'd like to do, you know, all this stuff. So I don't know. So let me know what I should do. Should I just go for it? Should I do a day or just the whole weekend? You know, like Saturday and Sunday or what have you. Let me know. But it'll either be this weekend or next weekend. But either though, I will like film like the casino and the, you know, all that type of stuff. What I can film. Because I know they don't allow you to film there. So you have to sneak it, you know. But that would be fun. I was like, wow. The reason why I'm bringing this up, well, at first to ask your opinion, 1 night or 2 or what, you know, like, ooh. And also, like, it's just so different. Like, it feels good to be wanted and for somebody to spoil you. Because how sad is it? That's why, like, I made my sit-down video the other day. When we get used to it, we get used to the treatment. It's like, oh, it's just another day, and it shouldn't be like that. So many people don't live to see their next birthday, you know, and I'm not saying go all out and spend all this money. I mean, times are hard. I'm not saying that. But, you know, even if you just cuddle up and watch a movie and just be together and have fun and play cards, you know, it was never like that. So it's just really nice, and I'm not used to it, you know, and so it makes me feel funny, you know. Even receiving gifts because I don't know what to get him, you know. I'm not used to it because I used to get for my ex-husband like Christmas and birthdays, but when he didn't do, he would say, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't, you know, like the Santa Claus part or birthdays and, you know, and it's like, so then me and the kids stopped getting for him because I used to get him like pajamas and stuff like that and then say it's from the kids. And then when my kids got a little older, they would do for him. And then I'm like, no, he don't celebrate it, so why get him gifts? Because he was quick to accept the gifts. So it got to the point where we just didn't get each other anything, you know. And then I was okay with that, you know. It saved me money. But it's not about just gifts. It's, you know, feeling special. And I lost that and I got used to it. And it was like, oh, it's okay. I don't know. It's just, it's different. That's all I can say. And I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it's nice, but I don't know. It like embarrasses me. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like a kid again. Does that make sense? I don't know. I need to find a parking spot. I'll always have to park in the same vicinity, however you say. Because, you know, I have no sense of direction and I still lose my car. So let me show you that reminded me of my grandmother, and she used to always eat when I was growing up, and she would have these matzo crackers or cookies, and she put butter on it. Let me show you. Right here. Oh, I remember these, and she would just, what the heck was that about? And she would just put butter on it and eat it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, let me show you. This is the brand she would always get. I don't like it. It tastes stale. Wow. I remember my mom made some really good matzo ball soup, you know, with the chicken in it and stuff. I need to really make that one day for the kids again. But my great-grandmother, she was like She spoke Yiddish. I mean, every Friday she was on her hands and knees on the floor praying with the candles. She did everything on Fridays. So like Saturdays, she did nothing. Cook, anything. You do everything Friday night. Different things. I just remember. She would read, it was called the Torah. And, you know, it's, you know, not to bring up religion and all that, but I remember saying to her, and because she believed in Jesus and thought Jesus was a man, she was like, Ann, how could a man walk on water? And the Messiah for her is King David. You know, he's the one coming back. And I don't know, I just miss talking to her about different things and stuff. Even my grandmother. All right, let me finish up and I'll be back. That just brought back a memory. Okay, so I'm done. This is all that I'm getting. Look, let me show you. I'll show you. Right here. That's it. This is on sale. You had to get 2 of these. Did I need it? No, I did not. But, okay. But all my fruit, they didn't have watermelon. I got my pretzels to snack on. And, of course, the Reese's peanut butter that I love. Yeah, so I got everything I need to make my taco salad and my regular salads, right? And I got, what do you call it? Oranges. They didn't have watermelon. No watermelons yet. But I did get a cantaloupe, the white, sweet white peaches. I got plums, oranges. I didn't get any apples because Isaiah's the one who really likes apples, but there's a certain one that he likes. He's very picky with his apples, and I forget which one it is. But other than that, yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and pay for this, because I think, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need. And I'll meet you in the car. All right, I am back. It is 1:36. And I'll be meeting Vern just in time. He can help bring this stuff in. There's some paperwork home. The boys get off of work at 4:30, so that's good. Now, you've seen, that's all that I got. I know, I complain every single time. I was like, it's not going to come over $200. There's just no way it's going to come over $200. But then again, fruit is expensive, right? I forgot about that. Because each fruit, I have to get 5, you know, because there's 4 of us, and then in case somebody wants one, you know, so it's expensive. Like, I did get mangoes, but I only got 3 of them. They're 99 cents a piece. I'm like, what in the world? So I just got 3 of them. $213.31 is what I spent in there. I saved $35.23, so that is crazy. So like I spent almost $700 today, I think, right? All right, I'm gonna get off of here. That way I can get back, meet Vern. I'm gonna make taco salad for dinner. Please thumbs up the video or thumbs it down. You know the drill. Make sure you leave a comment. Commenting really does help out with engagement, even if it's just an emoji. It would mean the absolute world to me. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Never let somebody take you out of your character. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, bye, guys. Oh, you know what? I should have looked and seen how much eggs were. Oh, I didn't even look. All right, bye.